Children of the night.
Kill you!
I've just seen death.
Do you know what the most frightening thing in the world is?
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Macabrecast. Sorry I've been gone so long. I almost died from COVID. I was sick for a whole week. I know that's pretty serious when it comes to COVID, a full week of being sick. But and before that, I just was busy on Frank Welker Wonder Hour, and things got away from me, so I haven't had a show in a few weeks. But I have a special guest today. You might remember Gabriel from an earlier episode. He told a really cool story from his childhood. Which would you call it? That I guess would you consider that an alien story? Are you considering that an alien story, or how would you classify that?
I consider that shit a strange story. That
It's
UFO
sort of in a gray area, right?
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Like, if there was no alien stories, I'd be like, it's a strange story, but it's like more UFO-ish, I think.
Well, you're the only person that I know that has anything close to like an actual alien story. So I'm calling it fucking alien story. I'm calling it now. Sorry, dude.
Confirmed.
Care what you say.
It did happen in Mexico, so.
Oh shit.
You know,
well,
yeah.
Speaking of which, earlier this week there was a press conference by Mexico Congress where they decided to unveil some I guess you'd call them alien bodies. They seem to be. Well, let's take a look. So this is one of the aliens they showed. Wait, what did you say about them? That you saw them?
Well, they look like piñatas, right?
They look like piñatas.
Like this aliens were filled with candy for some reason.
I thought it was strange when they did the MRI and there was pieces of mango covered in tamarind in there.
I think it's
and some Duvalin or whatever that's called.
Yeah. And then this fool has hips. Look at that shit.
He's got mad hips, dude. Those hips don't lie.
They don't lie.
My favorite part is let's see. I have a close up here. Their faces are the best. It's the same face I make when I stub my toe in the middle of the night. It's like, ooh.
Like, what is it?
It's so
like
fake,
somebody like, okay, that's probably the face you make when if your cat jumps on your stomach, you know, like.
Yeah, no, like sometimes I'll be sleeping and my cat will jump from the cabinet right onto my testicles, right in the middle. So like I'll be in a dead sleep and then all of a sudden I just feel like a sharp pain on both of my balls, and it's my cat took a diving leap and just landed right on him. He does that like once a year, and then I don't talk to him for I talk to my cats.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, they look like piñatas. You know what they look like?
Like, what was the reason for coming up with this? You know, they thought they were falling behind. Well, like we also got secrets. You know,
it's like an ongoing thing with the Mexico authorities and like the Mexico what do you call ufologist, that they always try to like one up. You know.
Yeah.
I do think that they've had some real things that have happened. There's like stories coming out, especially I think it's down in Brazil, where like a bunch of like hundreds of people saw an actual creature and like one guy died from being exposed to it. And all that stuff is coming out, which is really interesting. But so this whole thing was put together by this guy, Jamie Masson. Have you ever heard of Jamie Masson?
Jamie Masson? No.
Yeah. So Jamie Masson. Here's a photo. So that's Jamie Masson. So he's Mexico's like top ufologist, paranormal guy. And twice before he's done these press conferences where he's brought different bodies, and every time like they've been debunked. Like they're always like they end up being like child's bodies that are mummified. And so he always tries to pull these stunts. Let me see if I have any better photos.
Did you see? There's a video out there. It's like from 2020 or 2021. Talking about these same creatures.
Yeah. And some guy took the videos of these same alien creatures, and he like showed how they took parts off of animals. Like he did whole like breakdown. Here's another photo of Jamie Masson after he learned how to use Photoshop.
Well, he kind of looks like he knows how to do karate,
or like a secret black belt.
Wax on, wax off. No, he doesn't do much. He used to
He used to. He's a master now. He just sits in the corner. You're like,
you know the people where they're like they just go like this and shit, and then the people are doing backflips. He looks like one of those. Like
people you just hear like the wind blow, and all of a sudden everyone's just on the ground.
Yeah,
I don't know why he photoshopped himself into Shrek 2.
I guess fame is fame, but I don't know why you would choose this.
How about this one? How about this? Is that better?
Dude, this guy, look at his mouth and look at the mouth of the aliens.
It's almost the same. He's a secret alien.
He's just basing off of him.
Yeah. So like there's a couple of legit people that were at the press conference are all pissed off now because they didn't realize that they were going to show off these fucking pinatas. I would love if they broke it open and fucking there was candy.
Where do they find that? Like, there's just too many questions about this.
Yeah, they said they found them in Peru, but like, there's just way too many questions. But speaking of candy, we have a new sponsor for this episode. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Mitch McConnell's Hard Candy Caramels. These candies are the best, but don't take my word from it. Let's hear it from the man himself. Take it away, Mitch. Mitch? Senator? Mitch McConnell. All right. Fuck. Senator? God damn it.
You know
Mitch
what?
McConnell's Hard Candy Caramels. Proud sponsor of Macabrecast. You never seen his candy company?
I haven't seen it, but is this candy in suppository form?
I guess so, yeah. He doesn't have any teeth left, so yeah, it's got to be.
He was
caramels up my ass, and yeah. So this Jamie Masson guy, he's like, he's a total fraud.
You know how you get drunk faster if you do it? Yeah, that guy. That's actually.
I can't wait. You know,
pretty good candy.
It's what?
I kind of want some of that candy now. Whatever.
You do? I told you, it's good shit.
It is good shit. It leaves me wanting more, you know?
Yeah, that's what it's made for. It leaves you speechless.
Yeah,
it's so good. That's what he has all the time. I think that they brushed over the coolest part of the conference, which is they showed these they showed this UAP footage, and this is the most interesting part of the thing. And like everyone's talking about the alien bodies, but the UFO footage is fucking crazy. Because like they're showing these, they zoom in on these UFOs. They're UFOs. I don't know what he's saying, but you freeze on it, and it's a square inside of a sphere.
Oh shit!
Which is the exact same thing that the guys in the Air Force were saying. They were saying they were chasing this thing was a square inside of a ball.
fuck?
And no one's talking about this footage. Everyone's talking about the fucking dehydrated Stretch Armstrongs that were in the coffin.
Yeah, they should. They have some good shit, but they just wanted. I think they wanted like one up, and that's
It had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be a one-up thing. Because
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy. I've never seen footage like that before.
Yeah.
And some of this stuff is not that great, but that one clip was pretty crazy. Yeah. This stuff, like that's all old footage. But that first clip they showed, that was new footage I've never seen before. And I follow this stuff pretty closely.
Like it's kind of like moving and shit, like glowing.
Yeah. It's like spinning around and glowing. But it's just strange because all those pilots were saying that it was a square, like floating in the middle of this glowing ball, and that's exactly what the video is showing. And it doesn't look fake. Like I've seen a lot of fake videos.
Yeah.
It looks pretty damn real to me.
Yeah, fake videos are always blurry but slightly detailed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
detailed and blurry at the same time. I guess this one is like pretty straight. That glow, it's really hard to do that glow.
Yeah, and I think like humans are pretty good at picking up fake stuff, like the way things move, just subconsciously. Like we can tell something's off.
Something's off.
Yeah. I know what those aliens look like. Did you ever have those WWF pillows that were shaped like wrestlers?
Oh shit! Yeah, they look like that.
They had the arms that come out like that.
Yeah. Not only that, have you seen when they pick them up and move them?
No.
They're like not even like they pick them up from the waist and they move them around.
Did they move them? Dude, they're like 6 inches big. They're tiny.
Small. They're small.
Yeah, they're like a foot at the most.
I saw somebody pick them up and they put them on something like to weigh it or something, but they're not
they just fucking tossed it.
They're like, you know, they were so like precious. They'd be like fucking holding them, but they pick them up and like
just throws it off to the side.
Yeah,
you can hear the candy rattling inside.
Yeah, and it looked like in the beginning, if they made it like from front to back, they're like, okay, let's give it that little bit ET phase.
Yeah,
maybe a little Aztec, sculpture. But then they're like, oh shit, it needs to have a big brain.
It's gotta have a big brain
because it's all about big brain. So they just made the back a little longer. But why? Why give it the fucking little tiny body?
The thing that looks weird about it is like the ribs and everything else is so. It looks like a doll. I think that's what makes it look fake. Is it looks like it's totally symmetrical on both sides, and the way the arms go out, like it's made by someone who doesn't have a background in art or like anatomy.
Yeah, and then isn't it interesting that they is mummified? It's like not even like.
Yeah, like it's not decomposed.
What happened
mummified. They said it's 1,000 years old. Yeah, it's just left over like chicken bones and shit.
Yeah, and why are like the nostrils like solid, like they're closed, right? It seems like also the eyes they're hollow, but
there's like a skin flap.
You cast it, yeah. Like if you throw some latex on it, you could cast the face. It wouldn't like go through.
I bet you can make a better fake.
Probably.
I think you could because you can do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I'll probably go down to Mexico.
You want to do it? You want to fool the Mexican government? Me and you?
No, I think we might have to reveal one on the show, dude.
Let's do it.
It's off foot.
I'll just dress up one of my cats. I'll put antenna on them. I'll have Jamie Masson at my house going knocking on the door. Hello. Show me the aliens.
A modified alien is like this. And then you're like, I think it means world peace.
The X over his dick, like the wrestler.
Dude, that's really fucking.
All right. So, yeah, we don't have to talk about that anymore. I came across this is the next story. I came across this weird story of a guy named Adam Rainier. Had you heard about him before I sent that to you?
No.
Okay, so Adam Rainier. Here's a photo for you. He was born in 1899, and from like since he was a baby until he was like in his early 20s, he was considered a dwarf. He was anywhere from between 3'5" and up until his 20s, he was 4'6", which is considered a dwarf. But
Yeah.
when he hit around 20, he was okay. So when he was 18, he tried to join the army. He was in Austro-Hungary. He was too short. He was 4'6", so they turned him away. A few years later, he was over 7 feet tall. So from 21 to 31, he grew 3 inches a year. And it's just crazy. Like, I've never heard of anyone starting off as a dwarf and ending up that tall. I don't want to tell the audience the first thing I told you what I thought of, but
go ahead, tell the audience.
no. Well, I was just wondering about his penis.
Classic Matt.
Well,
wasn't that before you found out he got tall?
What?
Were you wondering that before you found out that he got tall?
Yeah, like
yeah.
I'd wonder that if he was. Whenever I see a dwarf, I'm like, that guy's probably like hung, but it's just like a proportions thing. But then he had this pituitary thing, a tumor.
Well, before you get to that, it looks like the people were with you, because notice how he's naked and the other guy's wearing clothes. They're like, you get naked, we'll put on clothes, and then we'll measure you.
Hey, freak, take off your clothes. This normal guy's going to stand next to you. We're all going to laugh at you.
Like, for what? Don't worry about it.
But you notice how big the box is covering his junk.
Yeah.
So I got to stop talking about his penis, but so he had a tumor on his pituitary gland, and it was pressing up against it, and it kept causing secretion of growth hormone. And so that condition is called acromegaly or acromegaly. And it's the same condition that Andre the Giant had. So Andre the Giant, like, I don't know how tall he was, but he was around the same. What's up?
But Andre the Giant was at least born with it. Like he
yeah,
had it,
exactly.
Like, all his life.
Yeah, Andre the Giant didn't start off as like Willow and work his way up to what he was. Like he was probably pretty normal in the beginning, and then he got big, like way bigger when he got older.
Yeah.
So according to Guinness, his hands and feet were average size, around 10, and then eventually his feet reached up to size 20. But that's fucking crazy. I did find a photo of the his village's glove makers and the shoe cobblers when they found out about his condition. Here's a photo of them. just eyeing him up.
They're making good money.
Just like waiting for his feet and his hands to grow.
Yeah, but when he was a midget, they were nowhere to be found.
Well, no, they could make small shoes for him, but then they're like, oh, Adam's got what? Yeah. And they're peeking up like, oh shit, he grew 2 more inches today.
Every week you need new shoes.
This is just an excuse to use this meme. I had my favorite meme is black guy rubbing his hands behind tree meme.
That is pretty good. I never seen this other guy. The pimp looking dude.
Yeah, so eventually his spine started to curve and like cause him all sorts of pain. So in his 30s, dude, his face is crazy.
Yeah.
I have a close up here somewhere of his. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I'll show you this other photo of him next to another guy. He's clothed in this one, so I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I know you're obsessed with his penis and everything, but
Oh, there he is.
he's not that bad looking there.
No, it looks like the guy from The Mummy. What's his name?
Oh yeah, he looks like Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser, yeah.
And then next to him is Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti. I don't know what that guy looks like.
Oh shit. Oh, I have a close up. I'll show you his face here.
Oh fuck.
So you could see like his face. It was growing too. So his nose got huge. His lips got huge. Dude, it just looks painful.
It looks painful.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine this guy. He's like, he was like a little person. Then he probably like, when he was in bed, he saw a shooting star, and he's like, I wish I was just like a tall person.
Your wish is my command. And then he's just in bed going, oh.
That was fucked up, you know what I mean? It's just like one
his
of those
feet are hanging over.
They're like, okay.
His bones are all cracked.
Like, I wish I could just get bigger. Like,
little Jiminy Cricket comes in. Well,
yeah, I heard that.
I heard you want to be a tall boy.
Yeah.
There's nothing I want more, Jiminy. Well.
All right. Every year, every fucking week, dude.
They keep making him new beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in his 30s, they decided they're going to try to cut out the tumor. So they cut it out, but the condition keeps going.
Fuck.
It just keeps going and going and going. Eventually, in 1950, he died from a perforated intestine, which fucking sounds terrible. But
is that like from his own bones?
I don't know if it was from his own bones. Maybe it was just like stress from his body caused like fragile organs and stuff. But yeah, I think you get that, and then you like get sepsis, like infections, and you die of sepsis. But as tall as he is, so he died in 1950. As tall as he wasn't the largest guy ever. That goes to this guy, Robert Wadlow. So there's a picture of him.
Oh, yeah.
That guy was 8'11" in 1940.
Fuck, dude.
Dude, imagine that. Imagine the penis on him.
I see that he's fully clothed.
Yeah, they didn't make him strip down. That's the same guy from the other photo. They're like, oh, we got another giant you need to stand next to. Shit, again? All right.
Dude, that's crazy.
Please don't have his dick in my face this time.
Yeah, like he's taking off his clothes as we speak. Like, all right.
Another
At least
photo.
they didn't give him a top hat.
Oh yeah,
You know how they always put a top hat on these guys?
Yeah, they put big platform shoes on him,
yeah.
And then they stand him next to a little Filipino lady, and like, look how tall he is. Like, well, you're sort of cheating.
Yeah.
And then so he was the biggest guy, and the biggest woman is Zhang Jilian. That's a big ass bitch.
Yeah, that's a big bitch.
That's a big bitch. Look at her husband's changing the tire for the 4th time that week after they popped. Fucking bitch.
She's like, fix the car.
Why don't you get up and help me? Push the car up.
She's like, why don't you make me?
Yeah, what are you going to do about it?
Fuck, dude. How tall was she?
She was 8'1".
8'1". So taller than our guy, huh?
So yeah, she was taller than Adam, the first guy we talked about, but not as tall as Robert Wadlow. Robert Wadlow had 10 inches on her because, yay, men. Yeah. So I just want an excuse to show you weird looking people.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Thanks. So yeah, that's the show. It's a short one today. Until we hear anything more about these fake ass aliens, or if there's anything else that comes out about that, we'll be having some more shows soon. And anything else?
Well, I like the title. It says Mexicaliens.
Do you like that?
Well, some people just say aliens.
Well, they're not though.
Oh, I mean, for Mexican people.
Oh, do you think they'd rather be called Mexicalien X?
Nah, fucking around.
You don't.
You know how they basically be for illegal aliens. These like you could put illegal aliens and aliens. Giant
Mexicaliens. I like Mexicaliens. Yeah, that's
pretty good.
Trademarked. If anyone uses that, they owe me money.
You should keep that.
I should get a site.
Yeah. 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 Do it now, dude.
I better buy the domain before I release this episode.
Before you release it. It could be good.
Yeah.
Because anything alien in Mexico, you fucking put it on there, you know?
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get a hold of Jamie Masson, and we're gonna have a press conference.
Make sure you get that one guy with the sick ass speech, the one with the candies.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Once again, this episode brought to you by Mitch McConnell's Hard Candy Caramels. Yeah, buy them wherever fine candies are sold. All right, everybody. We'll be seeing you soon. We got more episodes coming up. We got a top vampires of the movies, top 5. Me and Ozzy are each doing a list, and got some interviews coming up, and more. More of everything. Frank Welker Wonder, or more Gangline Assembly in general. So thanks for coming on, Gabriel. Appreciate it, man.
No problem, man. That's fun.
Yeah. We'll talk to you all soon. Bye.